Greetings, I'm Mark with Unlimited Story, unlimited-story.com, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If you want to support this channel and the things that I do, just check out Unlimited Story on Kindle or Kindle Vella. It's just, do a little reading thing, helps me out, super. All right, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Enthronement Series by A.J Schwartz. And here is the description. Within the congregation, one of the woodcutters made a horrible decision to enthrone the Lord of Lords, a foreign cosmic entity promising immortality within himself. The delusions and horrible visions soon begin to infect others' consciousness. Penemue, a shepherd, not only has to deal with the infection of a loved one, but joins the traveling witches willing to confront the system of Lord of Lords. Warning: graphic, violent, disturbing, blasphemous content. Every Friday, it's updated, so there you go. What do you got? Occult, grimdark, cosmic horror, supernatural, Lovecraft horror, and A.J Schwartz. All right, so sounds like I won't be sleeping tonight. What's our graphic here? A steak and some blood. So that's not ominous at all. Here we go. I've just finished reading the first 3 of the Enthronement series, and here's what you get to look forward to. Nothing too creepy, okay? Nothing that's going to keep you up at night. I mean, at least I'm kind of a chicken, and I'll just say right now, I was like, I should sleep at least okay tonight. So, starts out with a dude being hung, okay? And apparently it's his buddy. So, the main character, you don't know who he is. He's got no name, and it's written in a way where it's all, usually you're like, show, don't tell. This story is 100% tell. Like, you hear no dialogue. It's this dude just basically rattling on. So when he talks to a guy, he's like, yeah, this guy just told me blah blah blah, and it's very just generalized conversation, as opposed to like, hey, I walked down to XYZ building, I talked to XYZ person. He's like, no, I just went down here and did a bunch of stuff. So it's very overarching, like, communication and information, but it doesn't make it any less bothersome, because again, like, I don't even know this character. I know nothing about him besides he's having these weird visions, which is really starting to bug me. So okay, story starts out, buddy got hung, and all these people are just brother something or sister something. I know no difference between them. Like, there is the main character and all these other people telling him like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be having illusions or something. And the reason he's having these illusions, delusions, whatever you want to call them, is because he doesn't want to die. So him seeing his buddy die started really messing with his mind. So he started thinking about it and like obsessing over it, and it started making him weird and all that jazz. And then he meets this god of the forest or something like that. Basically, there's a forest god or creature. It's like a goat or a satyr, is wrapped in some thorny stuff. Basically, he looks kind of skinny, at least he does in my mind. To me, he's basically Baphomet or something like that. Anyway, his name is Pan, and Pan starts talking to him. And of course, oh my God, like, okay. So the premise of the story is life and death, right? So death is essentially necessary part of life. Like, if you live, you have to die. So Pan is basically, I don't want to say he's like comforting him, because I don't really know how these things work. I'm not a cult person, so, or I'm not in a cult or any of those things. So essentially, he mentally reaches Pan, then Pan's like, yo, dude, this is just how these things work. I hope you don't reach out to this Lord of Lords. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have brought that up. So I don't even, of course, we don't actually hear the communication, but basically Pan's like, oh, I hope you really don't reach out to the Lord of Lords. And he's like, what Lord of Lords? What? Why would you do that? Because apparently this Lord of Lords has a workaround. He has this cosmic workaround that basically prevents death. Because even Pan and all these other culty cosmic beings or whatever can die. They just live way longer. But, okay, they have a beginning and an end. But the Lord of Lords does not have these problems. And he's built this crazy broken universe where he can do stuff. So all of a sudden, nameless protagonists be like, well, maybe I do want to start reaching out to him. And then now there's all this other stuff happening. He's having these weird fantasies. So essentially, as far as the story, here's what happens. Finds Buddy hung or hangs himself, something like that. He's going around the church being talked to by all his brothers and sisters, be like, don't have these dreams, you know. And anyway, like, pray or do some Hail Marys or some garbage. All right, so they go through all that stuff, and then he starts having dreams about the Lord of Lords, or what I think is the Lord of Lords. And man, this is like, okay, we're already at the end of episode number 3 when the really creepy stuff starts happening. So he's in his bed, and this like creature comes out. I don't know if it's from under his bed or whatever. It's got 3 heads. Okay, man, this is where it gets weird. Anything that's got kids involved weirds me out. 3-headed creature that is one of his brothers. I don't know. I don't remember if it was his brother who got hung or someone else, but it's got 3 heads. And one of them's a baby head, a middle-aged head, and then an old man head, but it's the same person. So, yeah, honestly, the only thing that's really going to bother me. I think it was made out of wood. It's kind of big. Ripped these sheets off, you know, like a kid just like pulled the sheets right off the bed. And yeah, so that's where I'm left off. So that's it's kind of bothering me. It's actually been interesting because like the books I'm going to be reading, like I just finished the one that's like a lighthearted anime. I just finished this, and my next one is supposed to be a funny one. So I'm just reading an excellent little mix. So that is my wrap on the Enthronement series. If you like this kind of stuff, consider subscribing or at least watching another one of my videos that YouTube recommends. If you would like to have your story reviewed, just hit me up. I'm on Discord. It's on my website. Information in the description below. It's a wonderful place full of wonderful people that are, you know, you can just chat it up, talk shop, you know, talk about Kindle Vella, and maybe be like me and just cry sometimes. All right. Catch you later. Peace.